You know, I've really been trying to figure out how to introduce myself. I'm just not sure where to start. But for those who have been asking, I am Johnny Two Skies, and this channel was created to tell my stories, plus some stories that might remind you of yourself. Now, where this name came from, Johnny Two Skies, I really didn't like the name Johnny too much, but I always felt like I was referred to as a little boy anytime somebody would call me Johnny. But I'm just going to embrace it from now on. And to the Johnny Two Skies part, the Two Skies came from my great great grandfather, which was an Indian chief. His name was Moses Two Skies. I am a registered native. I know the beard, it don't look like it. But if you look at my father, or my sperm donor, and you look at me, you could tell that I come from native descent. And because I'm from Wisconsin, well, I'm not from Wisconsin, but my tribe is from Wisconsin, the Bad River Band, Chippewas. And I was a kid that grew up in Baltimore City, and the name kind of ties into two different things. Two skies, one road is my motto. And where that comes from is I've kind of lived two different lives. Half of my life I spent growing up in Baltimore City. I walked, talked, and dressed a certain way. Then I had a mentor that showed me a whole different way of life. And he told me that nobody was going to take me serious the way I was. So we ended up moving to the countryside in Pennsylvania, where I've lived the rest of my life. And I've traveled all over the U.S., acquiring many different takes on life, many different stories, many, many, many miles of stories. So everybody's been asking, why now? Well, I was 14 years old when I tried my first time. I was able to get a few of my songs that I did, which I did rap, and I sent them off to Capitol Records. I got a letter back saying that they liked what they heard. They wanted me to come in and record a demo, to have studio quality and whatnot. And when that happened, they wanted $1,000 for studio time. So back then, $1,000 was like $1,000,000 because we were dirt poor growing up in Baltimore City, and I couldn't even send them $10, let alone 1,000. So fast forward another 2 years, at 16, I ended up having my first son. And that completely washed out any dreams that I had, because no longer did I have to live for myself. I had to live for my son. I had to be the provider. So I gave up those dreams, and I have just been grinding and hustling ever since. And now I had some time off, and I was thinking about it and thinking about it. I had a bunch of songs written down, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can even make the music and see if I still got it. So that's what you get now. You get what you hear. It's a mixture of things because, I grew up listening to any and every kind of music you can think of. So my music is kind of like a hodgepodge of a couple of different things. Some people might not like it. Some people do. And that's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. So on this channel, I'm also going to be providing some of my traveling, with work and whatnot. So if this is something that you might enjoy, I appreciate you following me, liking, subscribing, all that stuff. I hate even having to say that. but a lot of people forget to do that. And welcome to the journey. And hopefully, what I do resonates with a lot of people out there. So thank you for tuning in, and my content will get a little better. I won't slur as much and mess my words up, but it'll get better. Thank you.